All right, Junkie Nation. The other day, we released the news that we're no longer going to be on SiriusXM, and we said, hey, listen up. There's going to be some details that are going to come forward, and as we get them, we'd love to share them with you. Well, here we are to share them. Of course, you know Richard Hunter from the Phone Booth Fighting Podcast, and this is my partner, Goes, for the last 12 and a half years. We're getting ready to be teenagers as we enter into our 13th year, and so we got some new stuff that we'd like to share with you all. Some really, really good news. Richard?
Pugilistic puberty is the way that I would describe it, George.
I like that.
Patreon. Patreon is where you find us now collectively 2 classic-style episodes every week, and you can get them for as little as $2 a month. There are multiple tiers to which you can subscribe and support the show directly. Keep in mind that this is a way to support what is going on here directly and circumvent sponsors and program directors and sales departments and all the kinds of stuff that we don't necessarily want to have involved here. So by counting on you for direct support through a Patreon page, we keep cranking out brand new and entertaining content, and you can be a part of it directly like never before.
That's right. So it's going to be called the Gorgeous George and Goes Show, and of course Richard Hunter is going to be the third component, and he's going to be a part of it in all the capacities. And Goes on the street, because we're from the streets, the Triple G Show. How do you like that?
I like it. And I mean, here's the deal. You guys, for 12 years, you've been used to 5 days a week. Gorgeous George, Goes, MMA Junkie Radio, Frank Trigg. We still have MMA Junkie Radio, but this is something we're going to do on our side that we want to kind of publicize a little bit of what goes on in our personal lives. We don't just watch MMA. We watch other sports. We talk about the election all the time, Richard. There's all kinds of WWE. We're all over the place, and we just want to give you guys a platform where you get to learn more about us,
chicks,
and some of the things that make us laugh.
Crazy hypotheticals. Until recently, I was court ordered from discussing a lot of my personal life, and that's finally been lifted now that all the charges have been dropped. So now I can contribute that as well.
Nice. I like that.
Did you like that hypothetical with Ed Ruth the other day?
Yes.
We obviously can't share it, but it got you laughing, didn't it?
You know what? Here's the thing. We can't share it right now in this intro video.
Yeah.
Maybe we can share it on the one of the premium episodes. Oh, maybe I will talk you into it. As soon as this is done, I'm going to talk you into putting that on an episode.
would only do it, believe it or not, if Ed was here, because I know that he would know that then it was a joke and we were just joking around and having a good time or whatever. But, yeah, I always like just facing the consequences right away.
I have a feeling if enough people pledge to Patreon right now, that will incentivize George to make a fairly uncomfortable phone call to Ed Ruth and get his permission to talk about this on the air.
That was the first time meeting him. Such a nice dude, man, and such a formidable wrestler, doing great in mixed martial arts. But, yeah.
I got a good vibe from him. I think he's going to be down for this.
Yeah.
There's only one way to find out, though.
I made a mistake at Triple G Show. I think I said the Triple G Show. I got to get all that right for SEO purposes and
Triple
labeling
G Show.
And exactly.
Triple G Show is what you need to look for on Patreon, on social media, wherever
Facebook,
you're trying to find
everywhere.
us. That's where it is, and this is right where we will be twice a week with brand new content exclusively for our Patreon subscribers. So check out the tiers that you see, George. If you'll point to those tiers, and there may be a few up there. And if everybody will check those out and see what level fits you best, the more you pledge, the more perks we have to send your way. And we're happy to have you supporting us.
And we want to emphasize that for all of you that have been with us for a long time, we realize there'll be a void missing from 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, and that's what I think a lot of this is going to do, is fill that void. I think we're going to bring back tag radio era content, and then the new modern day, content that there is nowadays, because the tag era was like MySpace. That's how long ago it was. Friendster, I think, is how we communicated. But yeah, things have changed. I mean, here we are, gonna be teenagers soon, and things are gonna change. So we're gonna mix it all up.
Bodies are changing.
Incorporate it. Yeah, I'm expanding.
Mm-hmm. I'm confused.
But it's gonna be fun. And so for all of you that are, I think you still call yourselves OG Tag. Some of that's going to come back, and then for some of you that have just started listening recently, hey, that none of that's dying down. You're still going to get the hardcore stuff as well as we ease into our transition. So just bear with us and trust us like you always have. We're going to deliver.